Since early May 2025, the skies over China have been repeatedly swept by raging thunderstorms, carrying hail as fierce as hostile emissaries. In Hebei, Baoding was shaken when it turned into a battlefield. Millions of hailstones up to 0.8 inch in diameter rained down like thousands of bullets, piercing building windows, shattering cars, and turning traffic into a sea of chaos for hours. Before recovery was even possible, just one day later, a haze-bound storm with hail struck, capsizing 4 tourist boats on the Wujiang River. Over 80 passengers fell into the turbulent waters, 10 never returned, and 70 others are fighting for their lives. According to reports, more than 10,000 cars were severely damaged. Numerous houses had their roofs punctured. Trees were broken and uprooted, and many residents were injured, some seriously. As of the evening of May 14th, provisional statistics show that insurance companies in Beijing have received over 10,000 compensation claims. Among them, Pacific Property Insurance Company received more than 2,900 claims, and Ping An Insurance Company received nearly 5,700 claims. Many of the damaged vehicles were recently purchased. For example, a woman in Shijingshan had over 40 dents in her car after less than a month of use. The scene was so chaotic, it defied belief. The pounding of hailstones, the screams of people, and the rolling thunder sounded like a verdict foretelling catastrophe. Now, the people of China can only look to the sky and shudder as they ask, could this be the beginning of an even greater disaster? Right now, a cold air mass like a beast is charging down from the north, combining with a weakening low-pressure zone spreading across northern, central, and southwestern regions, igniting fierce convective clouds. They accumulate massive amounts of water only to suddenly unleash torrential rain, thunder that roars like artillery, and hailstones the size of iron marbles striking with devastating force. Faced with the looming threat, meteorological agencies have urgently issued a yellow warning, urging residents to secure their vehicles, bolt their doors, and absolutely avoid going outside as the tropical depression, combined with powerful gusts, tears through everything in its path. Hail is the phenomenon of precipitation, falling in the form of solid ice pellets formed inside strong convective clouds. Originating from supercooled water droplets existing at temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius, these droplets cling to ice nuclei, such as dust or sea salt, and freeze instantly upon contact. Thanks to the vigorous updrafts in cumulonimbus clouds, nascent ice pellets are carried aloft, then fall and are lifted by warm currents multiple times, each cycle adding a new layer of ice. When the weight of a hailstone exceeds the supporting force of the updraft, it plummets to the ground at high speed, forming hail. Unlike heavy rain, hail consists entirely of hard ice rather than liquid water droplets. Heavy rain usually originates from nimbostratus or cumulonimbus clouds, with weaker convection, causing cloud water to coalesce and fall as continuous, prolonged droplets. Heavy rain can cause flooding, reduce visibility, and slow traffic, but it rarely inflicts direct mechanical damage. By contrast, hail appears as discrete ice pellets or in short bursts with tremendous mechanical force capable of shattering car windows, puncturing metal roofs, damaging crops, and endangering pedestrians. Meteorologists often classify hail by size to assess its hazard level. Small hail, also called graupel, has a diameter under 5 millimeters. Its porous surface crumbles easily upon impact with a hard surface, producing a gentle tapping sound. Graupel typically forms at mildly sub-freezing temperatures within moderately convective clouds and causes far less damage than larger hail. Moderate hail ranges from about 5 to 20 millimeters in diameter, roughly the size of a coin to a small golf ball. These hailstones are spherical or nearly so, with multiple concentric layers of ice. Upon falling, they can dent car bodies, crack windshields, shatter greenhouse glass, and bruise or scar leaves and fruit. Major thunder is the most dangerous. defined by hailstones exceeding 20 millimeters in diameter, about the size of a tennis ball or larger. Extreme hail events have produced stones as big as bowling balls or even grapefruits, with individual weights reaching hundreds of grams. Such hail can obliterate temporary roofs, pulverize vehicle windshields, and cause severe injuries or fatalities if people are caught outdoors without shelter. Across Europe, America, and China, images of hail falling like ice bombs have littered streets and gardens with shattered ice fragments. One telltale sign of hail is its sound when ice strikes a hard surface, a loud, rapid pounding, distinct from the pitter-patter of light rain. Observing convective clouds on weather radar also helps forecast hail potential. When echo returns, the cloud core are dense and display red-purple colors, accompanied by strong updrafts. The risk of large hail is very high. Residents in vulnerable areas should heed early warnings from meteorological agencies to allow time for preparation. Understanding the difference between hail and heavy rain, as well as hail size classifications, enables communities to adopt appropriate preventive measures. For small hail, temporary sheltering is sufficient. For moderate hail, vehicles and homes should be protected. And for large hail, seeking solid shelter, securing outdoor items, and monitoring forecasts are absolutely essential. In this way, damage from this extreme weather phenomenon can be significantly reduced. In many regions of the world, hail frequency varies greatly depending on climate and topography. In the United States, the Central Plains and Texas frequently endure hail in spring and early summer, with hail days reaching 20 to 30 per year in hotspots such as Oklahoma or Kansas. In contrast, Europe sees more hail in Central Europe, especially Switzerland, Austria, and northern Italy, where the Alps generate strong convective airflow. There, hail occurs mainly from May to August, averaging about 5 to 10 days of hail per season. Even southern France and Spain can experience summer thunderstorms bearing hail, though less often than high mountain regions. Hail forms through intense convection within cumulonimbus clouds, where warm, moist air rises rapidly and meets colder layers, creating conditions for ice pellets to form and grow in layers. Strong updrafts repeatedly loft and drop these ice particles until they become too heavy and fall to the ground. Hail often accompanies severe thunderstorms with lightning, gusty winds, and even small tornadoes, amplifying both its frequency and danger. The consequences of hail are extremely varied and often very severe. In agriculture, hail can knock down fruit trees, cause fruit rot, scratch leaves, and reduce crop yields by 50 to 80% in just a few minutes. Many farmers have witnessed entire vineyards and olive groves being heavily damaged after each hailstorm. In terms of property, hailstones of moderate size, 0.8 to 1.6 inch, can shatter windshields, dent car bodies, destroy metal roofing sheets, and send repair costs soaring. In urban areas, ice accumulating on roads easily leads to traffic accidents, while in rural areas, hail can damage farms, irrigation systems, and lawn structures. Moreover, hail also threatens human safety. Hailstones larger than 1.18 inch falling at high speed can cause serious injuries or even death if they strike the head, especially for outdoor workers or farmers caught without shelter. Hail insurance has become a crucial element of extreme weather policies in many regions, with insurers paying out billions of dollars each year for hail damage. The combination of high frequency and severe economic and human consequences makes hail a constant threat, forcing communities to enhance early warning systems, invest in robust infrastructure, and adopt effective preventive measures. People should limit outdoor activities during extreme weather and protect themselves and their family members